So I've been doing a deep dive on the Mandela effect, right? Fruit of the Loom. Did it have a cornucopia or did it not? The Mandela effect is fascinating to me because there's a lot of evidence that Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia, but Fruit of the Loom says they didn't. They never did. It's never been a part of their logo. So why do we all remember it? So anytime you go down this rabbit hole of the Mandela effect, inevitably someone brings up 1984 by George Orwell. And why do they bring it up? Well, it's because this is about a totalitarian regime that controls the people through propaganda, fear, mass manipulation. Famous sayings like Big Brother is always watching you came from this book. So society in this book is oppressed by fear and propaganda. Children are taught to tell on their parents. You are always being watched. You can never step out of line. They have something called the thought police who know your very thoughts, so you're not even protected in your own brain. But the reason why most people bring up the Mandela effect is because the main character in this book worked for the Ministry of Truth, and his job was to take all past historical records and change them to make sure that they're in accordance with whatever the regime is saying right now. The regime is always bouncing back and forth between different ideas, different things that they're saying, and so all past history has to be changed to fit the regime, because the regime is always right. They're never wrong. What's interesting is there's a lot of conspiracy theorists that believe that the whole Mandela effect is actually a government psyop, where they're just testing how much can they change without people noticing. Why the government would pick Fruit of the Loom? I don't know. But why is Fruit of the Loom saying they never had this logo when clearly they did? But anyways, if you haven't read 1984, you need to do it now, immediately. Go read it, go listen to it, it's incredible. But it got me thinking about another book that's in a similar vein called Brave New World. It's also about a dystopian society, but the control happens in a very subtle and different way. In this society, they're controlled by technology and genetic engineering. People are kept in line because they get to give in to every single pleasure and distraction they can think of. They have constant entertainment. There's a drug everybody takes called Soma that keeps them, all numb and happy. And because of this, they slowly lose their humanity. Everything is about instant gratification. Everything's about conforming. They're told what to do with their lives, how to do it. Everybody's essentially a numb NPC. What's fascinating about both these books is the fact that they have so many parallels to what is going on right now. People always giving in to instant gratification? Yeah, we don't see that. Using societal conformity so nobody steps out of the line, essentially using peer pressure against you so that you don't want to be different, you don't want to step out of the box as a means to control you? Yeah, we don't see that today. But my question to you is 1984, Brave New World, which one do you think is more accurately depicted the life that we're living in right now?